Hello, Alan Reid from Hart Square, here today with Paul Hoskins from Precedent. Paul, thanks a lot for making the time.
Thank you.
We're delighted you're doing TechSmart this year, really looking forward to it.
I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic event.
Terrific. So, Precedent, you're a digital agency. Can you tell us a little bit about what sectors you specialise in?
Yeah.
What's your main offering?
We're a digital agency like most other digital agencies in the basic services we offer. But we specialise in sectors. And why I think that's important is that it means that you can provide advice to your clients rather than just deliver services to them. The sectors we deliver to are, we're big in education, predominantly higher education all around the world, membership organisations as well, and charities not for profit. So
Great. So you're suggesting because you specialise in those areas, you're able to add value rather than just ask them what they want and seek to deliver it.
Yeah, I think more and more all agencies are getting involved in business processes, to advise on business processes and to understand what you're enabling your client to do. You have to understand their business. You have to understand what they're interested in, what they're excited about, and what they're trying to achieve.
One of the things that we're still seeing within the sector is a bit of an argument raging about whether open source is better, Umbraco, Drupal, WordPress, or should they focus on a proprietary system, something like Kentico or Sitecore? How do you respond to those kind of questions?
Listen, I've been running my agency for 27 years. We were started at the infancy of digital. That question has never changed. It's just what you're talking about and the tools and products that you're delivering to it. It's great that there are so many around, but first of all, you've got to understand what your client's trying to achieve, what their preference is, and select the right tool. There are lots of reasons to go open source, and there are lots of reasons to go proprietary. It depends on what problem you're trying to solve, and actually what your budgets are, what your internal capabilities are. All of that sort of thing, how you want to manage it going forward, whether you want to put a dev team in or not. You know, the technology can be understood and recommended based on understanding what it's trying to achieve, and that has not changed.
I see. So at Hart Square, we would generally say, don't focus on that question. Focus much more strongly on the partner, on the organisation, because much of the time you're never actually going to know or care. You're not the difference between this content management system and that content management system. It's the enabling aspect of the partner.
For me, personally, I tend to go much more to .NET solutions, which are a big enterprise solutions, where you have the ability to, you've got a whole development team behind it, so one of the big players like Sitecore, Sitefinity, and if we go open source, we go for Umbraco, because it means that we can deliver the right sort of quality with .NET solutions. So I like that route. And I like that route because actually it's something that you can move from one agency to the other if you get fed up. You're in someone else's development cycle. Don't let agencies sell you what they do.
Sure.
What you've got to have is agencies that you can trust that put the right decision forward, irrespective of what they do.
The great majority of projects that Hart Square run on behalf of our clients, the most challenging part of it is integration. Maybe the CRM system is doing great on its own, and the web system is doing great on its own. But of course, nothing is standalone anymore. They've got to talk to each other. How do Precedent de-risk that part of every project for your clients?
Well, it's a series of good project management and talking to the client properly in each instance. But to look at that answer that in a broader way, I think what's interesting at the moment is that organisations are changing to be customer first, student first, patient first, right? That is largely to do with how you talk to your customers. That hasn't yet translated into how organisations are structured. And I think that's where the tension is. So very often you will get commissioned, a CRM system will get commissioned to control the data of how they currently do their business. from an inside-out perspective.
Yes.
So the ideal way to do it would be from an outside in, looking at the data that you need to enable clients to buy more effectively or customers to buy more effectively, and then work that back through your business process systems, through to your business management systems. And then you get a cohesive interrelationship between all the parts. Now that's utopia. The reality is it's not there yet.
Now there's far more integration into things like marketing automation, there's far more integration into different social media channels.
Yeah.
So the projects are actually getting more and more complicated all of the time.
Yes, and again, talking to an old guy that's been in the business for an awful long time, that is no different. You know, having been through the .com and all of that kind of stuff, there was always this new technology coming on that you have to work out how to do it, and that's a culture within an agency, and that's why agencies are so good at that, and clients are not so good at it, because you have that agile approach to new technologies that come on, a keenness and willingness to understand it, and normally processes that can adjust to new ways of doing things.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I just mentioned marketing automation there. It's a bit of a big topic at TechSmart. A lot of the delegates are very interested in what marketing automation can do with them, do for them. I'm not sure all of them are completely clear about what it means. What's Precedent's stance on marketing automation, what it means, and what the benefits can be for non-profits?
Marketing automation is fantastic, and marketing automation is automated, but setting it up isn't.
Yes.
So I mean, very much what we do in that space is to say, well, actually, let's understand those user journeys. Let's understand what automation is going to be effective and why. Put some metrics behind it and enable the organisation to manage those metrics afterwards. We can then look at the metrics either historically, or we can actually take a forward look at it by data analytics.
Precedent are doing a TED Talk at TechSmart this year.
Are we?
Yeah. Are you planning to do it?
Yeah, no, I am.
Are you planning to do it personally?
I probably will, actually. Yeah, I mean, you know.
That sounds interesting. You haven't just pointed at an underling and said, you.
No, they all ducked out their way. Yeah, no, we're very excited to be doing that, actually. Right. I'm quite interested to do that. And I think the talk for me is going to be very much around what I've talked to you about now.
Have you considered a strap line? Have you considered a title for it?
Yes, I have. I've got it written down here.
Okay.
Customer relationship management to customer experience management.
Okay.
So what we're talking there is about really understanding that actually you need to provide the customers with the experience they want.
Yes. Not
the relationship you want.
I can see the appeal. So essentially, tackling all of those topics that people are worried about, more sophisticated engagement, more customer-centric as you managed
absolutely.
to
I mean, every organisation say we're student-centric, we're customer-centric, and you dig into it, and they are not. They just aren't. So what we need to understand is that it's the experience the organisation is delivering to the client. That experience comes from an understanding of that audience, which moves back into the, like I said previously, the information systems, and then the working practices behind. And I think this is the thing that I always talk about what Precedent is. We talk about our clients having to be customer focused. More than anything, agencies need to be customer focused.
Great, that's really interesting. And so you said your TED Talk is customer relationship management to customer experience management.
Yes.
I think that's going to be a big draw. I think it's a really hot topic.
I hope so.
Yeah, Paul, we're really looking forward to seeing that at TechSmart. Thank you very much for your time today.
You're very welcome. Thank you.